Alright, so this is the solo Necromancer. Um, it looks pretty awesome without any transmog. I like that helmet a lot with those shoulders. Really good combination if you're on like a bone kind of character. um, this is essentially the Necromancer set, the Urberux set or whatever. Um, using a this thing to get more AoE to drain essence as well as crit damage, Aether resistance reduction, um, minus 1 second to reap spirit and casting speed, which is very important. Just best Aether boots and cold boots in the game. Minus 10% physical resist or physique requirement on gear, which is really nice because we don't have to put as many points into physique. Same thing for the pants. I could actually put less points into physique and more points into spirit, which I'm thinking about doing. Critical damage is 28%. Run speed is 134%. Life steal is 24%. Cast speed is 200%, so we're at max cast speed. Our Aether damage is at 3,154, so we have a lot of Aether damage. Pet bonuses, we have 20% life on pets, which is the only thing that really matters for us. We finished this in under 6 hours to get to 100 for a solo class. 24% Phys Res, it's okay. It's pretty tanky overall. Armor is really low, but that's fine. We use the pets mostly because we have extra skill points. If you are, like, again, this is not how I would build this class, or I'd play this. I would probably take the pet points out, reduce the Loma to 10 points, probably reduce this a bit in points, take this down 1 point, and maybe even cut Reap Spirit out for whatever other class you're going to use, depending on how many points you need. Reap Spirit is pretty good for proccing devotions, because when you shoot the spirit, it can proc the devotion, and then the spirit hitting the enemy can also proc the devotion. So I'm using Reap Spirit to proc the what's it called? Drain Essence does a lot of damage with this, and it's still pretty bad on your energy. As you can see, my energy is just dropping, which is another reason why I'm thinking about putting more points into what's it called? Spirit with this. But again, when you're playing a solo class, you don't have enough stats really for anything. The devotions are pretty standard, kind of for a drain essence. You've got your Aether RR, your massive damage when they stand still, because there's like this lasts for 3 seconds, there's no cooldown, and it just procs over and over and over and over again on drain essence. We have our Save Our Butt. This does Aether damage, but it doesn't really proc enough, so I'm thinking about cutting this out of the build. Of course, we have this for the minus life leech resistance, which is really nice. We have this for a heal, because we don't really have any other way to get healed on this build. And we have this for flat RR. It also does Aether damage, so it's kind of nice. Not really married to the devotions, but they're pretty solid. If I cut out any devotions, it would probably be Dryad and Phoenix. That way I don't have the pets proccing any devotions. And then I'd probably take more life regen stuff, like Scythe. I might even go after Crab, just to have that extra damage, like damage absorption. Could go Chariot as well if I went Crab. Like Crab and Chariot might be really good for this, because you've got to stand still on this build and basically take a hit. If I'm going Crab and Chariot, I might drop like Vulture and go for Scales as well. That might be a good thing to go. But the devotions I'm not really married to. Again, this is just a starter thing. If you like the idea of doing Drain Essence, like Aether damage Drain Essence, take this as your starter build, and then add another class to it. Arcanist would be pretty good. What's it called? Occultist would actually be pretty good on this, just specifically because you get all that poison res that you need. You also get Phys res, which will make you more tanky. You could do soldiers, okay, because it gives you more life, more physique. You don't have to worry about putting any points into physique if you do soldier. Um, Demolitionist is okay. It gives you the circuit breaker so you can stand still longer. Nightblade is kind of meh for Drain Essence. It's okay. It's kind of meh. Arcanist is not bad. Shaman doesn't really work very well with this combination. Inquisitor's not bad because you can use the Inquisitor's seal to stand on top of, and that's really nice for like Drain Essence because you're just standing still anyway. Oathkeeper's kind of meh, but it adds a movement skill and more HP, so it has its advantages, but honestly, I'd probably say use Occultist, Arcanist, or Inquisitor as your three types. And I'm leaning more towards Occultist because you get Sigil of Consumption to get you more HP. You can turn Sigil into Aether, I believe. Um, or Arcanist because you get Mirror, and Mirror is really powerful as well as more damage reduction. It makes you tankier. But anyways, hope this helps if you're going to start a Drain Essence build. Talk to you next time.